I'm gonna have to hope that I am in focus. Sound test. I do the clap thing. Here we go. That's showing up pretty big one. Ooh, this is really strange. This is fucking weird as hell. This is hopefully the first episode of Yappinese. Such a goofy ass name. Fit for today is thrifted everything. Thrifted jacket. Thrifted Warriors t-shirt. Never watched a game. Thrifted jeans. Jeans were like £4, I think. And then these are not thrifted actually. These Shoe Zone Timberlands. They're not actually Timberlands. That's why I said Shoe Zone. In this episode, I think I'm going to I'll do a bit of a recap of what we've been getting up to and try and go through my goals for the year, for the next 12 months. Yeah. Have a list with about 10 things I want to do in the next 12 months. I'm going to go through it and try to go in a bit of detail. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, no, 12. 12 months, 12 things I would like to do. And I've brought Haribos, which I will be eating throughout the duration of this episode. For however long it is, I have no idea how long I'm gonna yap for. But that's the joy of yapping. I'm gonna hate this word by the end of this, I can tell. The name, thought behind the name Yappinese, is that I am a doctor of it. I have a PhD in Yappinese. Been yapping since I was young. Recently I've noticed I've gotten much better. I just yapping, like speaking with no interaction, straight drivel, straight fucking bullshit. Yeah, rightio. Okay, so let me give a biography. My name is Sunido Sawarnu. I go by that name. That is my name, Sunido Kovi Sawarnu. I also go by the artist name Akapo for my music. As a fashion designer, I think I will just go by Sunido Sawarnu. If not, Sunido Kofi Akapo Sawarnu. I'm not sure. But yeah, every time someone in the last 2 years has asked me what I want to do, I've said I always said I've had a big three of film, fashion, and music, which are my big three, definitely. Those are the three main things I want to do, accomplish in my life, career. I'm 17 right now. Turning 18 later this year. Fucking... Yeah. So in a year's time, I'm going to do fashion. Oh, fuck. I dropped the hard, in a year's time, I'm going to be studying fashion, doing a Bachelor of Arts honors degree for fashion design in Glasgow. I'm looking forward to it. But over the next year, the reason I decided to take a year out, I just finished school. See, this is a very interesting, it's not very structured. I don't know. It's also another reason why it's called Yappinese. It would make more sense for me to say, my name is Linda Gosworth. I'm 7 years old and I just finished school. But, maybe I'm just yapping. Okay. fucking, where was I? I was talking about like, yeah, over the next year, I want to get busy. The reason I took a gap year is because there was stuff I want to do that I don't think I would have been able to do if I was still in uni. Well, I've been to uni before, but like, it was like, my entire life that I've been conscious, at least. I've been in school, had a regime, 5 days a week, schedule, structure. And I want to see how I operate without the structure of school and see how much I can get done without the structure of school. Because I usually, in the last like few years, I still get very busy outside of school. Been making music since like lockdown, like 2020. Ooh, which means it's like 4 years now. Jeez. Yeah, that's crazy. Very fun. I've been sewing shit for like maybe 2 years, I want to say. I've been a creative person my whole life. But yeah, over the next year, I want to accomplish some stuff creatively that's hopefully of a higher quality than anything I've done before. Well, obviously, like I want to be improving all the time. But yeah, I'm gonna get into what I've done this like, I guess, past year / few months, this last quarter. And then I get to what I want to do over the next 12 months. What this year I took is the Scottish system. I have no idea what the other systems of the world use, other than like England and their GCSEs and shit, and A levels. Anyway, I took higher photography, higher fashion, higher English, and higher art. Now, a lot of people in S6, which is the senior year of high school in Scotland, would have taken an advanced higher subject. But you can't crash higher. You can't crash an advanced higher subject. And crashing a subject, for those who don't know, essentially just means taking it raw without any preparation, without having any previous experience in the subject. For example, you can't crash higher advanced. No. Fuck. You can't crash advanced higher fucking English, because that's like literally first year uni level stuff and you're going in blind. So I decided to do 4 more hires. I did 4 hires last year in S5. I did music tech, music business, and creative thinking, and GraphCom. So I am leaving school with 8 hires, and technically music business is an NPA, which is a National Progression Award, but it's supposed to be an equivalent to a hire, and they just make the system fucking weird and strange sometimes. But I will be leaving with 8 creative hires and 1 technically non-creative hire, which is English, but it still has a creative aspect to it, so who cares? Anyway, I want to say I did pretty well. My involvement in the subjects was what it usually is when it comes to academicness or academia, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm like an A/B student. I'm like naturally, I have like what's the word? Like I usually get things naturally, especially since I choose the subjects. Like I'm very selective in my subjects. But my effort in a subject depends completely on my interest in it. For example, last year, creative thinking, for the first time, actually, which is that probably sounds like a genuine tomfoolery subject, because it was literally a brand new course. It was the second year it was ever, I want to say it was the second year it was running as a subject, like a higher, and the first year in our school that was being allowed as a subject, and I took it. And I loved it because it was basically being given creative freedom, which I didn't get with anything else, really. And so my effort into that subject was like so crazy. Like I put in more effort into creative thinking than I did for any other subject I think I've ever done actually in my school studies, like even including this year. Mainly just because like it gave you the opportunity to fully do what you want, really. You can take the kind of premise of the subject is to take a prompt. For example, the first one was to make a circular economy, make a brand that like aligns with the circular economy. I'm like an eco-friendly brand. And I, being a fashionista or a lover of fashion, obviously fucking what's it called? Fucking went crazy on it. Like I did. I made like clothes. I made like a literal collection, physical collection. Made a video, kind of like an advert, I guess, for it. And then a bunch of other like graphic materials and stuff. And it's a very, very good subject. Would recommend. Although there are different like, what's the word? I want to syllabus. Is it syllabus? The course content differs from, like they change up from year to year, which is good. It's like a blessing and a curse. It's also still being like developed and polished and shit. So, I guess with a grain of salt, with everything. Music tech is the other one. I put like a shitload of effort. No, actually, it's like music tech is something I really, really enjoy. But I actually didn't require that much effort to be good at. Like, I put a lot of effort into it, into my project, and I did, like, something weird. For music tech, you kind of have to make, like, you have to basically show that you are competent with production and equipment and stuff within a music studio setting. I made, like, one of the prompts they give you, one of, like, you can technically do anything, but, like, one of the easiest ways to get all the marks when you get graded is to do a radio show. So I did a radio show, but like in the setting of Gotham, as in Batman and all that. It was cool. It was fun. I got an A. Apparently my radio show is being used as like an example of what to do. Luckily not what to do. For SQA, which is our kind of governing body of academics. So it must have been good. I don't know what my marks were specifically. I just know I got an A. Band 1A. Fuck. I don't like the fact I can hear myself chewing, which means you can definitely hear myself. Okay. I feel like it's highly likely it's way too dark. I'm just gonna check, actually. You know what? What do I lose? What I'll lose from checking. 100% too dark. Oh my gosh. What was it? Is this here? Stop that exposure. Oh, that's max. That's crazy. Give me a second. Was this here? How do I'm not experienced with, oh my gosh. That was so crazy. No experience with cameras and that, so, bear with me. Where am I even? Oh, there we go. Oh, no, not that. Shit. Fuck. That seems flatter. That's way too blue. Fuck. Shit. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. Come on. There we go. That's way... I think it's supposed to be like, they say make it brighter than it needs to be, but not darker than it needs to be. And this should be good, I think. I want to say. Still don't know if I'm in focus. I should have brought a monitor. I can see myself. But I didn't, because I'm fucking dumb and stupid. So, it's getting chilly now. I should have brought potentially a second / thicker jacket. But I didn't want to bring too much stuff. It's like a 5 minute walk away from my house, maybe 10 minutes. But like, the camera is heavy, as is the tripod. So, what's I talking about? I might do a few like jumping jacks or something. Fuck, that was like, you know what? You got like the shivers. I was gonna do a bit of warming up. Maybe I'll cut to after I've warmed up, or I'll just like speed up the food or something. I don't know. Yeah. I should do it. Anyway, I think what I've done out of school is more important than what I've done in school. So, starting with my in-school extracurriculars, which is not the shit I've done as part of my studies. Last year, for the first time since primary 7, when I was like 11, I was part of the school show. We did a musical production, or production of the musical Annie. And I was part of the ensemble for that. It was very fun. I wish I took the audition more seriously, because I think I would have actually done good or better with a bigger part, as egotistical as that sounds. But nevertheless, I played a laundryman, Bundles, played a member of the White House, the cabinet or whatever, and a servant, I think, and a homeless person. Which was very fun. Remember Hooverville. Very fun. It was very good. The star of the show, Georgia Wiggin, very talented. My good friend Ruben was part of it as well. Very talented. My good friend Zach was part of it as well. Very talented. Keep on chewing. I don't like it. I don't like the sound. Give me a sec. So yeah, that was like, that reignited my love for the theater, or like maybe just made me interested in theater. And so as a result of that, I joined the youth theatre in my city of Perth Youth Theatre in Scotland, and I was part. So that's like a course. You do it like once a week on a Tuesday. Showed up every Tuesday. Began to really appreciate drama and theatre, and then by the end of it, I want to say June, maybe July, we did a production of Tam O'Shanter, which we wrote / devised / whatever you want to call it. It's based on the poem Tam O'Shanter by Robert Burns. Our production was just called Tam. I played the devil. He is the primary antagonist, or antagonistic force in the show. But there were many devils. There were multiple devils. I just kind of played the head honcho devil. If you will. People think I have a menacing quality. or just I used to say aura back in the day, like before, like this is like in the hyperpop daily days when people were saying aura. Then I was like saying aura, but now it's become a mainstream term. It doesn't feel right anymore, so I'm gonna just say presence. I can sometimes give off a mysterious vibe / energy, and so the flies are attracted to the light. It's not very good. Whew. So yeah, I played the devil. That was very fun. Enjoyed it very much. Jenny Brown, wonderful as our lead Tamil chanter. Or just Tam, I think. I don't think Tam's name is Tamil chanter. I think I might just be the name of the poem. Right. Yeah. And then to continue my theater journey, as in to continue my after that show, one of one of the people who I went to drama that year with, Pure Percy Theatre, Rebecca, was like, yo, I'm doing Legally Blonde and they need a Callahan. They need someone to play Callahan, so why don't you audition? And I was like, because I have never watched Legally Blonde. So I watched Legally Blonde, the musical, that same day. And I was like, ooh, it's actually really good. And so I learned the song Blood in the Water in like 2 days. Sent them a tape. I don't think I have the tape anymore. I might, if I do, I'll put up like 2 seconds of it because I can't be bothered. Blood in the Water. There you go. That's their tape. And then yeah, I got the part because I mean, fucking, they need people. Like it's not like there was an abundance of people auditioning to play Callahan. However, very grateful I was able to play Callahan. And this last 2 weeks ago, as in July the 19th and 20th, we performed Legally Blonde. It was a 2-week intensive rehearsal time. In that time, I met a lot of very, 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 very talented people. Notably Maggie Boyd, a wonderful all-rounder, singing, dancing, acting. James Gilbert, actor. He played Emmett. Oh, Maggie Boyd played Elle Woods, the lead, of course. Dylan Hind, he's a wonderful kid. He's like 15. He's so talented. He's like got bright future. And he's connected type shit. Rory Youngin, but he's a star. Stella, absolutely insane voice. My word. She played Paulette. She was incredible. Ethan, meeting this man, he's wonderful. What can I say? He's a brilliant man. Yeah, 6'5", owns a Lamborghini. Let me borrow it the other day as well. He's so crazy. A lot of people. I'm not gonna name everyone. There are people. Everyone in the chat. Everyone, not the chat. The reason I'm like tweaking is because I'm thinking of the group chat, who would like definitely crucify me if they find out about this. / if they like got to this part and I didn't say their name. So I'm sorry to everyone who I didn't say their name because I love you all. I love fucking everyone. You know, I didn't say that whose name I did not say. I guarantee you. Fuck. That was a wonderful time. Great time. And I learned a lot about acting. Playing the role of Callahan is really fun up until he becomes a sexual harasser, and then becomes like acting is this is where the difficulty in acting comes, because you don't always play like a mustache twirling villain like the devil. Sometimes you have to play a nuanced or just straight up diabolical person. And when I say diabolical, I don't mean blowing up buildings. I mean like sexually harassing people. And playing Callahan was that was like the first time like I felt disgusted by the character. I had to like actually, like, it was a challenge. It was a good challenge. Like a very great experience for me to play the character. And when I got into the role, like, I think when I knew it was, I knew I did a good job when people in the audience were like despised me pretty much by the end of the performance, or when I got to like the scenes where I was being a baddie, a bad person. But yeah, wonderful. Yeah, I think I'm going to audition for Into the Woods, which is the youth theatre's musical production for 2024 in Perth here, in Perth. I don't know what role I'm going to audition for. I don't know what role. I don't even know if you can audition for a role, if you just have to audition and they choose one for you. I've heard the Baker. No, I listened to a song of The Wolf and the Baker. The Wolf is a weird guy, kind of like Callahan type shit, weirdness. Has a solo like Callahan. However, maybe the Baker as well. I think he's like kind of one of the leads, but I don't fucking know. We'll see. We shall see, you know. Everyone's important in the musical. Everyone has a part to play. Fuck, it's so cold. Holy shit. Yeah, next time I'm bringing gloves for sure. Definitely. Yeah, the flies are really liking the light. Ooh, why did I do this? I should have just been at home. But I want to like have a view every time, you know. That's so much cooler and nicer. I think I'm going to do this in the morning next time. I'm only on theater. I need to do like every other fucking sector of my interests and passions. I'm taking so long. But I guess, you know, you came here for a yap. You didn't come here for a riveting fucking debate or anything. Yep, anyway, that's theater. I'm loving theater. Loving it. I think there's a scratch night, which is like when you write a script based on a prompt. Sometime early next year, I want to try my hand at writing in the theater/drama context of things. I'm gonna check the battery because I don't want this shit to die. I don't want you to die on me. 54 minutes. Oh, I'm chilling. One thing I keep on saying I'm not gonna do is chew on the mic, but I keep on chewing. So, apologies. Okay. Transitioning from writing theater to writing film scripts slash TV slash TV film short film shit. As of September last year, I have been involved in filmmaking. Last year in September, I attended the Perth and Kinross television, or PKTV workshop in Perth here at my school. I would not say the name of the school. It was very fun. And I learned plenty. Big ups to Scott and Dave and Heather for putting that together. There was a film festival. We made like 3 films. We made one which is like a mockumentary called Perth Pavements. One which was, I don't even know what the fuck it was. I'll play like 1 second of it, but it's outrageous. It's called Sandwich. And a third which is actually like pretty good. It's called Dark Green Leaf. It's like a psychological thing. I did the music for that. Anyway, we like learned a lot about writing, about using the camera, directing, the production and shit. And it was just really like all of us who were in the group were really interested in the film, and it was a very fun time / very productive time. It was like the first time we could really we really felt like we had direction when it came to making stuff, and it was very motivational. Like, it made me want to like, oh, okay, now I have a like rough semblance of an idea of how to make movies. Now I can start making fucking movies. And so from then on, I was kind of writing stuff it was more on ideas as opposed to actual scripts. I wouldn't say I actually wrote like a script worth reading until like May this year. And anyways, speeding forward to like January, I had this idea which I came to my good friend Nia with, and I was like, okay, I have this idea for like a film which is kind of goes alongside / is weaved into like an album, which Donald Glover went ahead and, did. So it doesn't seem very original anymore, does it? But no, it's kind of like, I think Because the Internet is the album where he had like a screenplay along with it. But it's like supposed to be like the album is inspired by the script, and it was pretty much, it was like supposed to be like a bunch of like every song would have a coinciding short of like 5 minutes, and there would be one in between each song as well. And it was supposed to be a 9-song album / EP, so it'd be 18 in total. And the reason I'm saying is because like last week I scrapped the idea because we started shooting, like we basically spent the last 6 months like prepping, planning, writing, and like doing some development for the idea. But then I was like, this shit is too fucking big for us to be doing with zero budget. None of us are like making enough money to finance it, so I'll come back to it when I'm older, and I fucking hope I do. I really hope I do. It's like I was really passionate about the idea. I'm not gonna say too much about it, just in case. But I love everyone involved. It was me, Nia, Zach, and Ruben on the production team, and so many fucking people who I am very apologetic to for disappointed with like the idea of like making something just to be like, yeah, not happening. But yeah, with film, just the week before last week, 2 weeks ago, week beginning like 22nd of July, me and the kind of new group of people, this pretty much almost entirely new group of people, made a shot a film that we wrote for 4 days. No, we didn't write it for 4 days. Like we already had a script, but we spent the Monday to Thursday shooting from top to bottom, and that was incredible experience on a writing aspect, acting aspect, directing aspect, mainly directing and writing. But we came in with like a script that we thought we were going to be shooting, and then primarily Scott Mackay, who is one of our 2 leaders kind of for PKTV / SIF, was like, not really, and kind of gave us like a script writing, like everyone, like a very quick script writing masterclass kind of lesson shit, and pretty much rewrote like the whole thing. Rewrote is like a strong word. It was more like changed critical points in the story, which like really recontextualize it, which like at first was really annoying. I think everyone in the cast was like everyone in the crew was like And then anyway, like we came back on the second day and we were like, okay, where is this going? And then by the third day, me and like everyone else, pretty much like 4 of us. I'll just go for the team. It was me, Riley White, Phoebe Patterson, Nia Banks, Zach McLeod, Sarah Jane Barkley. I probably shouldn't be saying these. Okay, just me and a bunch of people. I'm not going to say their full. I'll say government names. That's crazy. Aaron and just me and a bunch of my friends. We like rewrote it to a new version, which we were relatively happy with, and then third and fourth day we just sped through the fucking script. And the third and fourth day, it was me and Anna directed, my good friend Anna McNaughton. And in those fucking those last 2 days were like that was like a moment where I felt, oh, I'm directing, because I was like on the fucking ball. I was like marking the fucking script of like shit I wanted to do. I was like on it, and Anna was as well. This was her first time directing anything at all, I've like directed shit, kind of like my music videos. I've directed those, even though it's either just me by myself or me and like my cameraman or friend with a camera slash DP, Conrad Seisman. But this was her first time being involved at all with film, and she just, yeah, and she did such a good job. Directing the actors. Big things. Our entire squad has definitely got a bright future. And we're planning to make a new film in like the next month, maybe. We'll see, we're working on a new script. Yeah, so we shot that. I'm now in the process, oh my god. I know it's called yappinese, but I still want to be like legible. I still want my words to be tangible and, what's the word? Digestible. Understandable. So many abbles. Yeah, I'm in the process of editing that short film and making the music for it. The grading is very fun. I like putting my little film emulation shit on it. Love that. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna go very quickly through the other kind of fields of interest before I go into my 12-month plan for next year. Fashion. Been involved in fashion, like loved fashion since I was like maybe 12. But when I was 12, it was more from a business standpoint. Like I wanted to make like a merch kind of thing, like a clothing brand, the way people think clothing brands are made, as in like print on demand shit, making a goofy fucking graphic on like PowerPoint / Photoshop. I was using PowerPoint back in the day. Putting on a tee and calling it a day and doing a bunch of marketing. That went fucking nowhere. Somehow my love for fashion continued, I think, just purely thanks to Virgil Abloh. Like, rest in peace. He's like probably my the biggest reason I'm like a creative person still, especially as a black creative. And so, like, I basically stayed in fashion for the fashion now. And so I want to become a fashion designer. Like, the last, 2 years have been more from a research perspective, like a actual technical, I want to learn how to make clothes from scratch. I've been sewing shit, doing a bunch of alteration, creating pieces, like deconstructing jeans and putting them back together to see how things work. And that's why I want to go to school for fashion, because it's the thing, out of all my interests, it's the thing I think I will benefit from the most by going to an institution to learn how to do it. With film, I think I'm enjoying and will continue to enjoy learning by doing instead of going to film school for 4 years to have someone else teach it to me, even though I'm sure they'll encourage me to have my own style. Fashion is something that I think I want to learn from a university. So yeah, I've had so many fucking names and labels I've put on my clothes, but now I think I just want to put my own name on my shit. Slash security. I have the security app. I'll put it on screen maybe if I can be bothered to fucking do that shit. I don't think I will. But I've had my at security with 4 Ys on Instagram for maybe the last year, because I was putting the name security on shit. I don't know if I'll continue that, but I think that app will just change to whatever my current vibe is. Because I like putting words on clothes as a branding thing, but I don't think I have fucking identity crises often. And so I like to change the name of my projects often, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm going to uni for that in a year's time, as I said before, and I want to delve into culture and shit. I don't want to spoil too much about what I want to do with my clothing brand, what I want to achieve as a fashion designer. But it revolves pretty much around exploring heritage as an African, and the kind of, what's the word? Intersection of Western African culture and Western culture, like West v West type shit. But we'll see how my graduate collection looks when it comes to that in 2029. Oh, that's grim. 2029. That's outrageous. Right. Photography, something I'm interested in. I took it last year. Did I say that? I hope I did. I took photography last year in school, and at first it was ass, but then I got the hang of it. And because it was ass at first because I wasn't really allowed to have creative control, but then I kind of just did it anyway and got away with it because my pictures looked cool. I think what happened, which is what I said to my friends, through it, I was like, I don't think they actually think I can do it. Because the thing with creative thinking was that my teacher actually, okay, let's look at the camera because these flies are going crazy. These fucking bugs. With creative thinking, it was great because I had a teacher that believed in me from the jump. But I think with photography, and rightfully so, because I have an art teacher and they want, he teaches advanced higher art and shit. And I think he wanted me to, if you want someone to get an A and you know the way to get an A, you're going to want them to do it that way. But if they're trying to do it in a different way, like a radical new A or B, overly creative and fucking artistic, then, and risk not getting an A, you're going to be kind of pissed. And so I understand. And so, yeah, I had to do kind of boring shit or not even good shit for my first few shoots. But after you're supposed to do 8 shoots minimum. I think you're recommended to do 8 shoots. I think I did a total of 9, but cut down on them to my... Okay, you're supposed to present 8 final shoots, and I did more than 8, but I chose... Oh my god, my brain is dead. 8 shoots, and my last 2 shoots I'm very, very proud of. I did it with my good friend Benjamin Clarkin and my other good friend Stella McGill. I'll just say their first names. Why am I... Okay, actually, I've already said it, and I'm not gonna fucking cut this shit out, so it's fine. I'll put I probably won't put it up. Anyway, I have a account at Mag0, which they are on right now. Those shoots are on there. And those are my 2 favorite shoots that I have done in my life. My third favorite is probably the self-portraits that I did of myself, which was the shoot I did before those 2. Oh my god, these flies are going crazy. I might wrap this episode up. Oof, I'm not even finished. I haven't even got to the meat of it. I was fucking... Yeah, anyway, I want to continue to do photography, but I don't have my own camera. The good thing about photography was that they give you a camera. The school has a camera that they give you to take the photos. But I don't have one. I just have this, and I have this camera, which is a cinema camera, which I could use technically. Technically, anything with a lens is a camera. You can use it, just take a screenshot or whatever. But there's always no excuse. I take photos on this, obviously, but I don't know why. I just took it away from my mouth when I need it as a mic. I'm really not on the ball today. However, it's the first episode. It can only get better from here. Surely. Fuck. Sorry. Let's get into the next 12 months. This is going to be a lot faster than I thought. As in, me going for the 12 months. Because I have to go home before... Oh, God, it's 10 p.m. Jesus. I have to go home before, tomorrow. I need to wrap this up quickly. Anyway, in the next 12 months, I would like to, number 1, start podcast. And here we are with the first episode of my podcast. Of the podcast, Yappinese. I don't know if the logo is going to be, really simple. Probably just the word Yappinese. Maybe I'm on it. Who knows? The point of this, I don't really know. I think it's just because I actually really don't know why I decided to do this shit. It's like, I think it's just like a thing to do. I like speaking. I like talking. I want to like talk to people on here. I want to invite some of my friends on here to talk about shit. People said I have like a. People said like they would like to hear me speak, but I don't think I have much useful to say. Like realistically, I feel like I just yap. It's called yappinese. I'm just like a fucking. What's the word? Mumbler, mumbo jumbo. I just be yapping. I just be speaking like niggas speaking. But yeah, I want to get cribs on here to talk about their life experience and shit, and hopefully get some good voices on this podcast. Over the next year, I don't know how often I'm gonna do this. I want it to be at least once a month, but who knows how my consistency is gonna be being creative, being yeah, being creative. That was so crazy. It was so fucking weird and strange. Okay, yeah, number 2, music project. I think by January, I would like to. I don't think I really go that much into my musical journey. I'm gonna bring the camera closer just so the light is like reaching me. I don't think I went that much into detail about what I've done as a musician, but I would like to. Oh, that was a really bad decision. The flies are just gonna go towards the light, and they're gonna be even closer to my face now. Yeah, I want to release at least one music project, like an EP. I don't want to tie in like a better production and shit with better visuals, better music videos than before. As of this year, I think my music videos have elevated significantly. Like I made like my first like good one last year for Halloween, Red Eye. And then as of this year, I've been releasing at least one song a month from January. And I did like 4 music videos, then I took a break for like two months, like for music videos. And then I did the song Poisonous Silence with this camera, which is a cinematic camera, which I borrowed thanks to PKTV. And it's like the first music video I've done that like looks really good. The other ones were very stylized, but I don't think they looked that great. I like the editing, I like the vibe I went for, but Poisonous Silence had like a pretty solid direction, and I liked it more. So yeah, write a theater script. This could go one of two ways. Either I like enter the scratch night thing, which I will do, like I for almost certain will do. But I also want to just see if I can make a theater script. If I can write an idea for a theater production thing and see what I do with it, whether I actually pitch it or if I just make it to make it. I haven't really played with the idea of stage writing before. What's it called? Playwriting, that's the word. I don't want to push myself and see how I do in that domain, if you will, that medium. Theater performance. I think Into the Woods happening in February. I know regardless of if I get a good part, I'm going to be in it. I want to be in it. And so that will happen. Theater performance, museum exhibition/event. So I was part of the youth collective this year. I joined like maybe May or something, and it was very fun. And I want to lead a project or be like a main part of the team for this year's collective and lead an event/exhibition at the museum here in Perth. I want it to be about, I'm not going to say, but I want it to be, this youth collective is going to be about the youth and something to do with like history maybe. Fashion collection. I feel like it's been a while since I've made clothes from scratch. Actually, I don't think I have. Like, I did fashion this year and it was good. I made like a shirt, like 90% of a shirt. But yeah, I want to make a collection. And along with that collection, I would like to... Actually, no. Just fashion collection. And, take pictures for the collection, but... It doesn't necessarily have to be a photo shoot. But that leads me into the next one, which is I want to do at least one photo shoot and print those pictures out into like whether it's a zine or literally just a collection of pictures. Then we'll see whatever I decide to do. I would like to write scripts. I want to be involved with 2 short films. I've put minimum 1 directing, minimum 1 writing, minimum 1 acting. So, yeah, over the next 12 months, I have an idea for a short film. And I know my friends do as well. And so, we are frequent collaborators with each other. Oh, these flies are attacking me, bro. We are all frequent collaborators with each other. And so I know it'll be fun and good. I just want to up the levels, like up my craft. Improve on my craft as a director, writer, actor, everything. Especially for the screen, it's different acting on the screen to acting on stage tremendously. And I want to just improve there. Write a feature script. I have some really good ideas for like full length features, and I would like to write those in their entirety. At least I'll draft like a yellow draft, and I think I'm gonna enter like maybe 1 or 2 of them into screenwriting competitions and see what happens. I doubt I'm gonna win anything, to be honest, even for like a film or a script or whatever, but it's always worth a shot. Perform music for the first time. This is like such a big one for me. My whole life I've wanted to perform. When I go to performance, the main thing I'm thinking, apart from wow, this is really good, is I need to do this. I really want to perform so bad. But I don't have an audience. But regardless of that, I need to know how it is, how it feels. So I'm going to try and do that. But yeah, like also part of my releasing a music project is that I want my music to be more performable. A big thing with like the music I have already is kind of strange. Like it's very electronic, but like regardless of that, it doesn't like the performability of the songs is quite limited, quite low, I would say. Okay, yeah, I think timing is good. We're getting up to an hour. I don't want to go over an hour because that'd be outrageous. CV website. CV/Creative Vandalism is a collective I've wanted to like establish for a very long time, and for the first time, it's like actually making progress. I want it to be like an open access. Holy shit, that one's massive, bruh. Holy fuck. Sorry, that was that was so big. I don't think you can even see it. I could be geeking. I could just be clip farming, as they say now. I didn't know what that meant until last week. I had to Google it. Collective. I'm so anxious. Not anxious. I'm like paranoid and shit. Okay, I'm gonna speed through this. Fuck. I want to make a creative collective and establish it / make a website or something for it. Like infrastructure. Build infrastructure for the collective. Okay. One painting / multimedia piece. I really want to do that. I should have numbered these. Like I should have said 1 this, 2 this. But I think that's the last thing. Yeah. I would like to make a painting / a multimedia piece. And that is all, guys. Thanks so much. I'll make sure to check in every day, not every day. Every month I'll do a check-in on what I've actually accomplished. And hopefully by this time next year, in August, right before I start September, my degree, I have accomplished these things. Or maybe I've changed the meaning / definition of each of those goals. Who knows? I'm fucking squirming and shuffling because of these flies / insects. Fuck, and my speech is fucked up now because my mouth is dry. I didn't bring a water ball because I didn't want the camera to get wet. Oh my god, I'm never doing it like this again. I gotta do a sunrise thing instead of a sunset thing. That one in the back is really bugging me out. Okay, thank you very much for listening. If you definitely did not get this far. But if you did, thank you very much. I will see you next time. Maybe. Who fucking knows if I ever do this again. Thank you very much. Love you. Bye.